Welcome to Trading Lounge and the gold silver report for the 30th of April. Just starting with the DXY here, dollar index, because a little bit messy, I know that, but it's just important to keep a little bit of an eye on. You know, originally we're looking at, and still are looking at, this first little move up off the low here was incorrect. It was corrective move, so it was a corrective pattern. So no matter what happens here, it's all going to be part of a corrective pattern, and it could also get a bit larger as well. So I've got this as an A and a B and a C wave up here, and that could end that. We come all the way down to 88 roughly. That was the original plan. It was also a possibility that this ABC could just be the A wave here, then a B wave, and then a C wave back up here, making it even expanding a bit further. But the move down through here, as we've been counting it, not very clear on the 4-hour chart here, but it doesn't really matter that much. It's still, this is a 50-60% retracement level here, so it's dropping through that now, so that's good. That tells me that we're on the right track and we're pushing down further. So yeah, we've tracked all this through here, because when we got to wave B here, we're looking for 5 waves of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and we counted the 5 waves up here, so we pegged in the top and we just watched the turn, and I was curious to see if this was going to be a B wave down here. Still may. We're definitely going to get a bounce off 90, which is the medium level here, but otherwise we'll just head down lower here. In the bigger picture for this, if I can just go to a monthly chart here, I don't know what I've done here, and I'll just, well, here we can look at this on the monthly chart here as the A wave here, the B wave up here, and the C wave down here further, finishing. So I know a lot of folks have got this as the US dollar as being, you know, the bear trade, and I can see that as well. But I just like to have the evidence to do that first, you know. So the move off the low down here, we could call it wave 1 and 2 here, and then 1 here, and ABC back for 2 here and pushing higher. Or we could look at this as an A wave, a B wave, and 5 waves up for the C wave here and top here, and then look at this as wave 1 and 2 here, and then further down. So there's different ways to look at it, of course. I just like to, all I can do to be as true as possible is just work to the evidence that I see, because I know that the count can be looked at in both ways, depending on things. But yeah, when you get, you know, it's helpful sometimes. It's like when we got this first little move up here that was corrective, so then that becomes useful because it tells us whatever's going to happen next is also going to be part of that corrective pattern. So, and just because this made, once that had made 3 waves up there and moved back here, that confirmed that that was corrective. That means eventually we'll take that low out. So the Elliott wave is helpful in that regard. So we know that this is coming down here further. So we will track 5 waves down here, and once we get to our low here, then we'll just start to watch the move up. And if we see a corrective pattern in that place, then we know we're going to come further down. Then we can go back to the monthly chart and say, okay, we're going to look at this much deeper move to the downside. We'll also have a look at the 10-year treasuries while we're here as well. So just from the, I'm just going to go from the low here. We've been looking at it before here. So once again, I'm not quite sure about been moving down through here. I'm not quite sure about this low here, if we should look at this as the A wave. I don't know if we should look at this as the low here or here. But that doesn't bother me just yet, because the thing that concerns me at the moment, or doesn't concern me, is but the main focus here is taking it from this low until we get the other stuff sorted out. Is we've got wave 1 here and 2 here, and then we've got wave, that's in blue, right? So blue wave 1 and 2 here, and then be all the way up here for blue wave 3 here. And get these things working a bit. I don't know why it's not letting me grab it. I don't know why, but so we've got blue wave 1 and 2, then green wave 1 and 2, and green wave 3, 4, and 5 up here for green wave 3, and then back for 4 here, and then going up for 5. So this 5 up here could be just wave 3 here, and then we come back for a wave 4 here, and then go up for a wave 5, or we could be at a top at that point. So that will take us up to 2.4, 2.3 for those 10-year yields at that stage. not very good with this particular charting program yet. So anyway, they're still moving a little bit higher. This wave 4 may get a bit more complex. Such, that's locked. That's why that's moving there. Right, gotcha. Okay, so that could be an A wave and a B wave and a C wave here, dancing across that medium level here, 150, because we haven't really seen a correction there at this stage yet for that. So, you know, how does this affect the gold price? I'm not really sure, but the basic mathematics is that you would take the yield here minus the inflation rate, and then that would leave you with a positive or negative, and then that would affect the gold at that point. So I don't even know what the inflation rate is and what the true inflation rate is either. Yeah, I suppose, I don't know, CPI figures. I don't know, it's not I'm not an economist, I'm just a pattern person, so I can only sort of assume things, which is not very helpful to you guys. Anyway, over to the gold. So as you know, we're looking at the gold as a possible low being in place here, but we need to gather evidence. And the evidence so far is that the move up through here is in 3 waves. So it can be counted as an A wave, a B wave, and a C wave, and we have a top in play here, and then we just continue down at that point. That's highly possible, okay? So we don't know that yet. The other way on the positive side is that we have wave 1 here and 2 here, and then wave 1 and wave 2 here. So that's what we've been playing out from. So we've been looking at, if I can come to, from the 4-hour chart, just go to the hourly chart for gold and drill into this a little bit further. So wave 1 here and 2 here, and then wave 1 here, and then looking for wave 2. Now wave 2 can come back to 1750, and as I mentioned before, as long as the 1750 stays as support, then this market remains intact as a positive count. But if this here becomes the retested resistance, then then we've got a corrective pattern to the upside. Well, technically this low here gets taken out, then if this market moves down and takes that low out here, then it makes this here as an A and a B and a C wave. It confirms it as that at that point, taking that low out here. But we could probably work with the 1750 here because it's really been a line in the sand, and we could see that the weight would be shifted at that point. So in a nutshell, we're looking to go long above the 1800. We're not there yet with this. It's just gotten a little bit more complicated here. I suppose we need to look at this as 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 for the A wave, the B wave, and the C wave here. Can we count 5 waves in the C wave here? It's a little bit tricky to do that, but at the same time, it's a bit tricky to count that up here as wave 4 because it's already overlapped the top of wave 1 at that point. So if it was going to be there, we'd have to put it in at that point. I'll just go to the tick chart and check on that with a bit more detail. I haven't been to the tick chart for a long time, so it's when we had this as wave 3 up here, but we've changed that to wave 1 up at this top here, but not that that matters. We could just use it like this anyway, it doesn't really matter. We could just look at this here and here and here, so we could bring that down, would bring it down to that high, we could bring it down to that high because we know we've got 5 waves in that structure. But we need to, you know, if this is going to be an A wave, a B wave, and a C wave here, we need 5 waves in this last leg here for that. That's what I'm looking for here. So we can look here as 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 here. I can see that that's okay. So then we still need, so we could look at that or just label it so we're on the same page here. 1 and 2, and we need this to be 3, 4, and we need that to be 5 there. So can that fit? Can that fit as wave 3 in here and wave 4 here for that? That's what we need to check on. So just have a quick look in there. Well, this one here is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 here, so that's right. That's one thing. That's healthy. Might have to go to the 20 ticks here. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to that point, and that's 3, 4 there. 5. Oh, cutting it a bit close. Might just go to the 20 ticks just to check it out. Just got to see inside this little leg here. So we look at 1 and 2 and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to there, and that will leave us 1, 2, 5. I still didn't get that, did I? That's one. It's not looking that good actually. Makes the third wave here a bit smaller as 1, 2, 3, or 1. Oh no, that's okay. Okay, so I just had a quick look at that in the background here. So we can get this down here as 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to here as 1, and then back for 2 here, and then this little move in through here will be 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 here for the third wave, fourth wave, and fifth wave. So that fits quite nicely for that, having 5 waves down. The other interesting point here though is that it looks like we've got, I'll just use these here as 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 here, so we can just quickly label these guys here, probably another degree high, not that it matters that much, but what I wanted to point out here is that this is where the trade setup can come from here now for this. So if we take this low here, put that there, and pop that there, fair way down. But that means because we've got this, sometimes things look right and sometimes they just don't look right, you know what I mean? So this looks right for an impulse wave, so it looks right. So this may extend out a little bit further, it may go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 down here for the A wave, the B wave, and then the C wave down here a bit further, or it could be just the A wave, the B wave, and the C wave here. So at this instance we can take the long trade from that point. So that's above the 1772 area there. So I'm not sure how that ABC will play out here, if that's that. Obviously there's a lot of support in here, so that could just play out nicely at that point. I don't know. We just got to see. But taking that high there would be the go. I mean, if that was 5 waves, that would be just about finished there now. But otherwise it's wave 3 coming down here. So yeah, it'll either be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 coming down, then an A and a B and a C back, and then another 5 down coming into this space and then moving off. So you may end up getting this second high over here, which could be quite better, or you could also just draw a line through that there, drawing a line through. Let's just open that up a little bit. Looks like it's a third wave going into here, doesn't it? We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh no, it still could be a C wave. Still could finish just here. But anyway, at this stage, that's it there for that. So let's just go back here a moment. Sorry to go on this long journey. Let's just go back to the hourly chart here for a moment. So we just checked on things. It is possible to also take the trade on that second high here. That's if this is going to be correct as an A and a B and a C. And I have to say that as an A, B, C here, that's okay, but it's rather big for this wave here. You know, it shouldn't be that big. It should be just an ABC just to here or even here at the max. You know, it's just gotten bigger. So it's telling there's a flag waving saying, you know, something's not right somewhere. So yeah, just be a little bit careful about that. Let's just have a look at the silver chart for a moment. It'll be much the same story. It's interesting in this on this 4-hour chart. I've always had it labeled as 1, 2, 3, 4 here, and that's fine. But in the other chart, we look at the 1-hour chart. We've got it as 1 and 2 and 1 and 2. But I have to say, I kind of like this now. This 1, 2, 3, 4 here, because this looks like a fourth wave. It's bloody ugly, you know. It's not like a wave 2 that's just like this, nice, simple and sharp as a zigzag, a 5, 3, 5 structure. This is something else here. This is like a flat correction or something. So this wave 4 really bodes well here for this. Yeah, we'll go to the intraday. I mean, going long above the 2650 here which is the lower end of group 2. Is what we've been looking for. And once again as well, the move up here as wave 1, 2 and 3 it may not be correct. That's why I've got the wave C there. It can certainly be an A and a B and a C wave here. It's not really, even though it's looking weak here, it's not really producing a nice bearish structure at this stage. It's more like a bullish correction here for that. But we'll go to the hourly chart, I think, here for this. So yeah, look, as I've always said, it could be counted either way. It could be counted as an A and a B and a C wave up here. It could be counted as 1 and 2 and 1 and 2. You know, I've counted it like that because, you know, people that love gold, you know, want to see it going up, you know, and I don't blame them. It's been bearish for quite some time, but it has produced, it has done its job in compared to you know, if you compare it against the currencies around the world, it's certainly stronger than the currencies. So yeah, look, it's the same. So we're at the 2600. We want to buy new highs. We're not getting new highs, but that's what we're looking for to buy. We have a long trade in here. I have moved the stop up under this low here. We may end up getting trapped for that. I'll see. It doesn't look like 5 waves in this move here. It still could be a wave 4, so it can still come down, spike us out there. So I think I better move that just down under here a little bit further, just in case we get that other move down. But yeah, I mean, even as a wave 4, like even if we look at this as a wave 4 here like we did before, then it's breached the trend line here, and that's what it's supposed to do. So that's what a wave 4 does. So that's good at that point. So I just want to put my little wave 4 there anyway. But yeah, look, I'll just go back to the reality of it all, and the reality is that this move up through here is in 3 waves. It can be corrective, and if it was going to be bearish, then it will be probably down for wave 1 here, an A and a B and a C for wave 2 here, and then down for 1 and back for 2, and building lower through here. So on the upside, we just buy the new highs, and that's all we can do at this point. Yeah, I'll leave it at that. Thanks for tuning in. Cheers.